All right, let's draw. Let's draw. Let's take a little time to do this thing for ourselves so that we might be a little more comfortable in all the hours of the day that we need to give ourselves away to others. It's very important to do that, I think, and very important to feel clear and present while we do it. Now, what the hell do I talk about? Maybe we'll just talk about mysterious stuff. Talking about mysterious things always makes me feel more integrated, ironically enough. Makes me feel like there's maybe something to all of this. Are you guys into the old mysteries? All the great old, long-standing schools in the world have them. They're one of the finest, most storied pleasures of humanity. The Eleusinian mysteries of ancient Greece, Tibetan Dzogchen, the secret societies that the conspiracy theorists are obsessed with, the high orthodoxies of all the main religions, even the mystics of those same religions, though they're usually doing their best to divulge everything they know and feel, sometimes they find some time to found some sort of secret teaching thing, either for their own lives' sake, because the orthodoxies tend to kill them, or for the lives of others, to protect them. I'm not mentioning these or talking about these mystery schools because I want you to believe whatever they were trying to teach. Not like you could fucking find out if you tried. And for a lot of them, we don't know at all what they taught. Like the Eleusinian mysteries, like whatever the content was, if there was any, it's gone. It was, who knows whether it was burned to the ground, buried, or just lost because it was never committed to writing, but it's gone. You can speculate as much as you want, but as of right now, we've got no way to prove what was or wasn't in that content. So it's not about believing. I'm more interested in highlighting the deep historical connection people have had with these high secrets. They were a part of culture for so long. And even those uninitiated into the mysteries seemed aware that there was something to be initiated into. Isn't that kind of interesting? Where are mysteries now? Do you feel like it's okay to think or feel that there's something secret somewhere for you to discover? The current feeling to me instead seems to prefer straight ahead thinking, implies that all progress is to be made one foot ahead of another, linear. We seem to resist the sideways step, and if we allow for it, we certainly have no idea how to guide it or train for it. I read this in New Scientist this morning. I'll read this for you. A vast spider's web of matter is thought to stretch across the whole universe, and astronomers have just got the best view of it yet. Hideki Umehata at the Riken Institute in Japan and his colleagues used the Very Large Telescope in Chile to observe a young cluster of galaxies 12 billion light years from Earth called SSA 22. Peering into the cluster, they spotted wispy filaments of hydrogen gas spanning the space between the galaxies. These seem to be filaments of the long-theorized cosmic web. Cosmologists assume that as the universe grew, gravity pulled its matter into strands. This would have created a patchwork of voids and stringy areas filled with matter. While we have seen glimpses of this web before, we have never seen it on such a large scale between multiple galaxies. Later in the article, there's a beautiful simulation the scientists produced of what a portion of this cosmic web might look like. It is haunting, exciting. It looks familiar. A researcher continues, "This is really just the tip of the iceberg for the cosmic web," says Erica Hamden at the University of Arizona. "It's a confirmation that it should all be there. It's pretty wild. You look at space, you think it's empty, but it's not actually. There's this gigantic, wonderful structure." Well, indeed. See, everything returns to mysteries eventually. There is no avoiding it. It's interesting that a big mystery on that scale is happening up there in the cosmos, right now, just churning and boiling. And this much smaller mystery is also happening right now, down here, at the tips of your fingers. It's also churning. It also provides glimpses into very strange realities. Just not views on a scale like the one we just read. There's certainly plenty to find in this mysterious internal world. If your life feels lacking in mystery and you think you could use some, I would recommend just making your own. Just take note of what's going on as you work. Try to shift your attention from the obvious to that which is not obvious. Notice how inherently mysterious every part of this is. You move your fingers and you're not sure how. You choose what comes next in the drawing and you're not sure how. You make evaluations and judgments about the drawing and you're not really sure what standard you're using. You're not sure how you came to that standard. There is a great depth of mystery right under the surface of this that you have access to at any time, so long as you're willing to open your awareness to it. If you can allow some portion of your drawing operations to come from this space of unknowing, then what your artwork is about isn't as important as where it's from, what place it's coming from. Now, you'll always be able to play both games. You'll always be able to emphasize your content. But if you do this, there's also the possibility of resting calmly in the context of your drawing, in the whole situation of it, instead of just the output. It's not so much that it's about something as it is that it's from somewhere, and that somewhere is up to you. It can be from any place that you want. Serious, funny, relaxed, fun, energetic, dramatic, a mysterious feeling that you always want to operate from. It's up to you. It's up to you. How'd you get through your drawing? Was it easy? Or did you barely make it through this one? Just curious. Thank you for drawing with me. Thanks for putting in your 10 minutes today. And thanks for adding your art practice to the world. Good luck today. And let's draw again soon.